What a ride it's been. So the Wandavision season finale is coming up this week, and I wanted to give my predictions on the season finale and where this story is going for the future of Wandavision. Now, I want to say if you have not caught up to Wandavision yet, you have a great opportunity to binge the episodes this week before Thursday night, Friday morning when they drop at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time on Disney Plus. So do that. And if you have not watched WandaVision, please watch it, catch up, and then come back to this video because we're going to go into what's already happened, and I'm going to be discussing what I think is going to happen with not only episode 9, but where this is going for the future of the MCU. Now, there's been a rumor that I've heard that there's actually supposed to be a secret episode 10. Now, I don't know if there's any validity to this rumor. It goes back to what Kevin Feige said a long time ago about the length of WandaVision, how it's going to feel. I think he said the length of 3 movies or something like that. And if you add up the time, unless this last episode will be extra long, which it could be, there may be a bonus episode dropping next week. Now, again, don't know if that's true. It's just fan speculation. But we're going to go into this assuming that episode 9 is going to be the finale. Right? So we left off in episode 8 with the White Vision reveal in the mid-credit scene and the fact that now Agatha is confronting Wanda one-on-one. Obviously, the idea will be that Wanda will battle Agatha in this final episode and that White Vision will be going in there to subdue Wanda and possibly to maybe even take Wanda away and sort of, capture her or something like that. Stop the hex, basically, to free the people. Now, I wonder what's going to happen with Vision because some of the leaked images from the series show that Vision is going to be appearing. The one, and when I say Vision, I don't mean White Vision. I mean the one that's inside the hex with Wanda. So that Vision was either created by Wanda's memory and is actually a living being, sort of like what they did with Wanda's children, or it's just going to be another illusion that Wanda created but will not last. I don't know. But we have heard that this episode is going to be having some very sad moments, so I'm not really sure if Vision will survive this, I think that Vision might bite the bullet in this episode. Is that the end of Vision forever? I don't know. We'll see what happens, because the Wanda storyline will not end here. We know she's going to be a part of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I am going to predict right now that Doctor Strange will make an appearance in this episode. Whether it be brief or whether it be huge, he will appear, and I think he will be one to help subdue Wanda and end the hex. Now, what does this mean for the multiverse going forward? I do think that Wanda will do something to trigger the multiverse either being opened or being continuously hinted at that we might get more information about in the Loki series or possibly in the Doctor Strange movie. Now, again, I don't know for sure. I did predict at one point that I think that Wanda, because of her grief and her loneliness of losing her brother and her husband Vision, will trigger mutation in people, and that could end up being how they bring the X-Men into the MCU. However, I am under the belief that the Fox X-Men universe is one of the multiverses, like what they're doing with the Spider-Man and Sonyverse, and I think that's going to come into play and be teased in this episode. Maybe not entirely shown, but teased for sure. And in addition to that, I think that there was some teases of Paul Bettany saying that there's an actor he couldn't wait to work with, and there's been some talk that maybe he's talking about himself or possibly Patrick Stewart playing Professor Xavier. Again, these things are kept very secret, very hush-hush, so we don't know exactly if that's going to happen, but that would be amazing if they did show Xavier at some point here in this episode. Also, don't forget we still have the Monica Rambeau storyline. Because remember, Monica Rambeau was going to go into the basement and then the fake Quicksilver, the Evan Peters Quicksilver, stopped her. Snoop. And that's, of course, it was revealed to be Agatha. So, is Agatha secretly working with Nightmare or the Grim Reaper or Mephisto? I think that Nightmare's probably the most likely candidate because he is going to be the villain of Doctor Strange. I think, and I've said this before, that Mephisto, it's kind of annoying because that's the one theory everyone keeps throwing around. Mephisto. It's really obnoxious. And I was the one guy saying, I'm not sure if it's Mephisto, but it could be. However, I don't think it is. I think Mephisto will be coming into the MCU in the future, but not yet. I think they're going to maybe tease it for a bit more, but he's going to be a big revealed villain, sort of like what they did with Thanos back in the first Avengers movie, right? Now, so what's going to happen with Monica Rambeau? I think Monica Rambeau is going to get involved in the fight with Agatha and with Scarlet Witch, with Wanda, but I think that what we are going to see is we're going to see Monica Rambeau versus White Vision. I totally see that being the fight that's going to be built up. I think regular Vision will be involved too, but I think it'll be Monica who actually takes out White Vision, leading to some kind of conflict with Sword and with Monica, because that whole thing is unresolved. We may actually see Nick Fury make a cameo here as well. I'm really hyped. I'm actually really hyped for this finale because they've been building to this, and if you have seen the series, you should not be missing any episodes, including the first two, because it's all been built up masterfully to this finale. And I think, obviously, Wanda may get subdued by Doctor Strange, but I do feel like ultimately Wanda and Doctor Strange will have to work together, most likely, to lead to the Doctor Strange film being directed by Sam Raimi. We'll have more stuff with Doctor Strange in the multiverse in Spider-Man, and probably some things in Loki, even though that's still a big mystery as well. I can totally see a situation where White Vision will be in there. Maybe we'll face off against Monica. Not Monica. Well, I think he will face off against Monica, but we'll face off against Agatha. I don't think Agatha's going to die. I think that they're going to hold her off on her and use her in the future. I think Agatha will be in the Doctor Strange film. Unsure of what her role will be, but I'm going to go out on a limb and just give y'all a crazy prediction. I think that White Vision will kill Vision, and I think that Monica will kill White Vision. I'm going to predict that. That's going to happen. I could be wrong. Again, maybe I'm wrong, but I think White Vision will kill Vision inside of the Hex, which is going to make, Wanda lose her freaking mind and possibly trigger mutation. But then I think that Photon will kill White Vision, and that will lead to a conflict with Sword. I think that Agatha's going to go down, probably at the hands of either Wanda or even Wanda and Doctor Strange. And then we'll find out where this whole thing started from. And we're going to see if Nightmare or if Grim Reaper or maybe Mephisto, even though I don't think so, is the secret mastermind behind this whole thing. And I think we'll get a peek into the multiverse and maybe see more of the alternate universe X-Men. Because obviously Agatha didn't just create Evan Peters' X-Men out of thin air. She did, but the idea of it being Evan Peters' Quicksilver from the X-Men universe obviously is one that she came up with from having knowledge of the multiverse. And who gave her that knowledge? Could it be, like I said, Grim Reaper? We'll see. But I'm excited. And I look forward to not only reviewing the episode with you guys this coming, Friday night or Friday morning, Thursday night, whatever, but also I'm going to be dropping a WandaVision series or season. I guess it would be series, because I don't think they're going to do a second season of the show. Review afterward where I analyze the entire series, how I felt about it. Did it work? Did it not work? So far it's a thumbs up, but hey, this last episode coming up could screw the pooch. It could happen. We'll see. Anyways, with that being said, I will bring this video to a close. Give me your predictions on WandaVision. I'm keeping it pretty simple. I'm not expecting anything crazy, like any kind of radical thing. I'm not expecting Spider-Man to be in this or, Captain America or anything like that. I'm not expecting that at all. But you never know, because when we're talking about multiverses and timelines and things like that, they can do anything and get away with it, really, right? So what do you think? Let me know. Looking forward to it, of course. And we'll see where it goes. Thank you again for checking out the video. And I'll see y'all later this week with WandaVision Episode 9, the finale.